Gate reaches the top of the stretch. Field of a half dozen, and behind here they come for the second SBOA Stakes elimination. Away they go. Off and trotting. And leaving out of there from the 4-hole, Call Me Parker is going to sprint out for Borth. It's Call Me Parker to grab the early lead. Flanagan, Sunshine, and Look at Me Go Amigo trotting in behind that early leader. Look at Me Go Amigo is going to push through from the inside to secure the 2-hole. So Udon drops back to third now with Flanagan, Sunshine. Away fourth, Get the Green, the 6-5 favorite, is followed fifth by Chicago Hall, the early trailer sixth, Fleetwood Mac. Call Me Parker at 36-1 takes them by the opening panel in 28-4. He'll lead them into the backstretch, but here's Look at Me Go Amigo. Waugh doesn't want to sit behind this long shot much longer, so out to claim the front is Look at Me Go Amigo. He takes over at 3/8. Call Me Parker now chases. Get the Green with a quick move in the backstretch here. Here's Get the Green. He's going to move early here for McDonald, and to the front he goes. It's Get the Green now taking over, so another lead change. Look at Me Go Amigos back in the deuce. Call Me Parker, the early leader, now third. 2 more lengths to Flanagan, Sunshine, who trots fourth by a half in 57-2. Jamison Angle, Chicago Hall to the outside, first up from fifth. Then it is Fleetwood Mac, the trailer sixth. Get the Green leading it to 5/8 by a length and a quarter over Look at Me Go Amigo. 2 more to Call Me Parker. Up to fourth is Chicago Hall. Then Flanagan, Sunshine, off stride in the back went Fleetwood Mac. It's Get the Green leading it to this third panel. Look at Me Go Amigo appears to still have interest here, riding in the pocket, 126-1 to 3/4. Get the Green will try to outsprint them. Leads at a length and a half. Look at Me Go Amigo begins to angle out of the 2-hole to try this leader. Here comes Look at Me Go Amigo as Waugh gets him all reared up here in the stretch. Get the Green needs the line. Here's Look at Me Go Amigo on the outside, though, appears to have him collared, and Look at Me Go Amigo. It's a sweep in the SBOA limbs for Blay, Waugh, and Determination. Their latest one is Look at Me Go Amigo in 154-2. Look at Me Go Amigo begins to angle out of the 2-hole to try this leader. Here comes Look at Me Go Amigo as Waugh gets him all reared up here in the stretch. Get the Green needs the line. Here's Look at Me Go Amigo on the outside, though, appears to have him collared, and Look at Me Go Amigo. It's a sweep in the SBOA limbs for Blay, Waugh, and Determination. Their latest one is Look at Me Go Amigo in 154-2. Back in front of us, it's your 6th race winner. Taking his SBOA elimination, it's number 1, Look at Me Go Amigo. A 3-0 Bakewell by Muscle Mass is from the striking Saberdam Lady Bling. Owned by Determination, trained by Luke Blay, driven to victory by Louis Waugh. 2 on the night for Blay and Determination. 3 driving wins so far for Louis.
A sweep tonight of the SBOA eliminations for Determination. Luke Blay, driver Louis Philippe Waugh. Look at Me Go Amigo, and his second start of the year. Nice step forward for you tonight, and it looked like the trip worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Sometimes from the rail with the trotter is not always easy, but when I saw James was gonna probably prepare for a move on the backside, and I couldn't follow him, I thought it would be the perfect trip for him.
This colt, we were watching him just before the race. It looked like you were just trying to keep him calm. He looks like a big, strong horse. Is he the type that you've got to keep him relaxed before a race?
Yeah, he's a little more tricky than the other one in the way that if Luke has him too calm, like if he opens a bridle, he won't try as much. That was what he did in his first start. He had the open bridle, and when you need him, he's not on his toes. But if you close him up a little bit and post parade, he can be a little bit of a aggressive horse. Mingner they have his brother, and I drove it for them a little bit, and he was the exact same. In post parade, he would wear a chain. You'd go at the paddock, they'll take it off for the race, just so he can stay a little bit more quiet during the post parade.
Now, this is a colt that last year raced in races like the Mohawk Million, so expectations were high. What are the hopes, or what kind of a colt do they think he can ultimately be this year?
He has, in my opinion, more talent than the other one that we won with, but it's more his head, and he's willing to do it. And so far so good. I feel like he qualified good last week. Like I said, he was he didn't want to work as much. And then Luke has a little change, and tonight he was perfect. But I don't know. It's sometimes the attitude of a horse make a big difference. So that's what's gonna dictate what he's gonna be this year, I think.
Do you know who you'll drive in the final, or is that something you'll discuss?
We'll see with the draw, and I'd feel safer to give the other one to someone that never drove him because he's so easy to drive. This one's a little more tricky, but on the same side, I know Jody drove him a lot last year, and other guys drove him too. So I don't know. We'll discuss with Luke.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a sweep tonight for Louis-Philippe Roy, and Team Determination's going to have a nice 1-2 punch going into that SBOA final.